Weber here. Thank you so much for joining me for this full length chair class. I am using the Balance Body Exo chair. My pedal does split. We will be incorporating that for just a few exercises. I am also using 5-pound weights. You can drop down to 3. We're only using the weights for the warm-up on the footwork. We're focusing on the back in this chair class. So what we're really focusing on with the weights today is a strong connection underneath our arms, helping to drive our shoulder blades down our back with the weight in our hands, finding a nice connection in our ribs, drawing up and in our abdominals, and finding that wrap of the deep internal abdominal muscles that wrap all the way around to the back, the inner obliques. So, to begin, I have 2 mediums on my chair. My chair has the cactus on the back. My springs are the same weight. I don't have 4 springs, I only have 2. And I count from the bottom. I go light, medium, heavy, and then I don't use the fourth spring in this class. So we'll just go light, medium, heavy, or 1, 2, 3. But when I count it, I'll count it as light, medium, or heavy. So right now, I have 2 medium springs on, so we can start the conversion. That's 2 2s, counting up from the bottom. I have my heels on the pedal. I'm sitting up near the edge of the chair. I don't want my thigh bone to catch, but I don't want to tip forward off the chair when I press down. I'm trying up and in on my abdominals, wrapping my ribs, stacking my shoulders over my hips, dropping my shoulders up, back, and down already. We're going to stop. We're going to float our weights to the side. We're not going to rest them on the chair. We're going to float them away slightly, roll our shoulders up, back, and down. When we do that, we don't want our ribs to flare. Make sure that your ribs are nice and connected as if you're wearing a corset. Now, holding this position with a nice long neck, we're going to check in on our legs. I have a perfect number 11 with my thighs. My knees are tracking over my big toe, and I have my heels lined up with my sits bones. So to begin, we're going to inhale, squeeze our glutes, don't move our body, and press down. As we press down, we're going to lift up, stop the weights, right where our sternum and 12th rib bra strap are. I have a nice bend in my elbows so that I'm not popping into my neck. And as I lift the pedal, I'm going to lower my arms, but still hover them by the chair. No rest, right? Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower. Let's make sure that we're not breaking our wrists. We want a nice straight line from the top of our hand all the way to our forearm. Inhale, squeeze your glutes, lift, lift, lift. On this next one, go ahead and take a look down at your legs. Make sure that you're not knocking your knees so your knees aren't flaring out to the side as you move. Good. One more. Come back and rest the weights real fast because we're going to adjust our feet. We're going to bring our heels together and toes apart. Again, our knees are tracking over our big toes. We're still in the same upper body position. It hasn't moved. We're going into a bicep curl. We don't want to come into the front of our body. We want to stay working the back of our body, even though we're bicep curling. So instead of bringing the arms straight out of the shoulders, we're going to bring them to a V. And as I press, I'm going to bicep curl, bringing the weights to my shoulders. I'm going to open it back up. My bicep, or my upper part of my arm, never dips. I'm only bending at the elbow, bringing my forearm in, and releasing it. And inhale. Wrap the ribs. You should already be feeling this. The extra weight's definitely giving you more work on this while you're not moving your body. Let's do 3 more. Drop your shoulders up, back, and down. Wrap your ribs. Nice long neck. Good. Now, rest the weights down by your side. Again, we're going to adjust our feet. We're going to bring them to a wide second position, still on our heels. Our knees are still tracking over our big toes. When I bring my arms up, I'm not going to squeeze on with dear life. I have just a little ring between my finger and my thumb, and I'm allowing the weight to rest in it. The rest of my fingers aren't squeezing at all. We're going to bring our arms back up to where they were for the T when they came up, right out of where our sternum and 12th rib meet, in a nice wide tree position. So as I inhale and press down, I'm going to bring my weights right in front, and exhale, open and lift, and inhale, press, and together. When you come in, make sure you still have a nice wide collarbone. So you're still staying nice and connected along the back, but you are really working the backs of that body and the back, the entire backs. Good. After this, last one, we're going to be going onto our toes. So rest your weights down again. Come into the same parallel position. Odds are you're not going to be able to bring the pedal all the way up with leaning back. It's fine. Press the pedal down just slightly to where you can maintain the shoulders over the hips, nice, stabilized core. And from here, we're going to start in a baby T position. Again, with the weight, resting in that okay position, the A-OK position, right? Inhale, open to the bent arm T, and exhale back together. As you come out, the pedal will go down farther because you're already in a high heel position. Figure out where you can go without bottoming out, and stop there. And inhale, and exhale. As you press out, see if you can find that nice connection with your shoulder blades, wrap your ribs tighter, come back in. Squeeze your glutes, make sure your knees aren't going in or out. You're not rocking on your pelvis. 9, and 10. There we go. Now we're going to place our weights down again so we can adjust our feet to the Pilates feet position. Heels together, toes apart, knees cracking over our big toes. We're going to find the field goal. I'm just going to rest the weight in my hands between my thumb and my fingers. Come to the front, wrap my ribs, press and reach the field goal up into a super roll position, feeling the wrap of my ribs there, and resist the weights back down. And inhale, press, and resist. The next 2 exercises are the most tiring weight exercises for me. Try not to let your pedal bottom out. Wrap your ribs, draw your abdominals up and in, and those deep inner obliques. Don't pop into your neck. Good. From there, we're going to rest our arms back down for a second. I'm going to press my hole in just a little bit. I'm going to come out to the wide second position on the balls of my feet, demi-point, forced arch. My knees are tracking over my big toes. I'm not allowing myself to sink back into it. I'm pressing up, sitting tall. We're taking our hug a tree and we're flipping it up the ceiling for hug a moon. And we're going to press and lift right up in front, not right over the head where our ribs are going to flare. We're maintaining that connection. And inhale and exhale. After this, we're going to go ahead and do some single leg work. Abs up and in. Really wrap those ribs. Good. Inhale and exhale. Woo! Final one. Good. We're going to be doing some single leg work. I'm going to leave it on 2 medium springs. However, if you feel that you would benefit from dropping the springs or that is too heavy for you, 1 medium, 1 light, 1 medium. If the medium and light is too much, it's all great. We're going to begin. We're going to do everything on our heels. So the first thing we're going to do is begin in the heel parallel position with my sits bones lined up directly under my heels. Again, my weights are floating out to the side. I'm never resting them during the work part, right? So I'm going to float it out, drop my shoulders up, back, and down. I'm going to be doing this on the left with my right leg extended first, working my left arm. I'm going to be working opposite arm and leg. I'm going to do that so you can see my arm work, but using my left leg, when I pull my leg off of the pedal, I'm going to leave my thigh parallel with my hip. I don't want to lift it up too high and sink into my opposite hip, and I don't want to drop down too low so that I'm lifting off that opposite hip. If I hold my leg coming directly out of my hip, it's easier for me to maintain that box to the body position. So, flex your feet, heels under your sits bones, knees lined up with your toes, waist out to the side. Bring your right leg to the front, parallel, flex position. We're going to press, I'm sorry, I said I was going to do the opposite, so that I can do the arm. I'm going to press this leg out, and now, as I press down with my right leg, my left arm's going to lift and lower, and lift, and tall. If you can't go down as far, no problem. Try to find the work in your glute. We're really stabilizing through the backs of our body though. Don't break your wrists. We're gonna do the same thing on the opposite leg and arm in just 2 more reps. Make sure that your legs parallel, not sinking and not lifting up too high. Leave your weights lifted, don't rest them. Float your opposite leg up, flex the foot, and press your left leg, lift your right arm and lower. And inhale. Don't let this hip that's the working leg lift up either. You're just gonna crease at the hip flexor to lift the leg up. Good. Lift your leg up a little higher in case it sounds like mine did. 1 more. Good. From there, we're gonna rest our weights on the seat by our side. Come to the flex foot Pilates V. Bring both arms up to a field goal. Press your right leg out into a turned out frog position with the flex foot. Using the right arm, we're gonna do the field goal only with the left arm. We're gonna press, opposite. Ooh, I was all messed up. Good. Really wrap the ribs. Don't allow your body to shift to make this movement happen. So really place a lot of the work in your glutes. Lift that left arm up so it's parallel, where it's in our true field goal position. 90-degree angle. 1 more. Now, don't move your arms, switch your legs. Float the left leg out and press with your left arm and your right leg. Oh, that right arm really sunk down real low, huh? Come on, body. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Bring your feet back in. Rest your weights down before you stand up so you don't topple over. We're gonna go to the back. If you haven't changed your string tension to 1 medium, 1 low, go ahead and do it. Again, that's 1, 1, 1, 2 on my machine. I'm gonna move my weights out of the way. We're gonna be going around the whole machine today. We're gonna be going ahead and beginning our standing work with a little foot ankle articulation. So I'm going to go ahead and find the sides of the top of the chair. I'm going to lift up my right foot. I'm not going to ball my foot. I'm going to press the pedal down as I place on my shin, not on my knee, right underneath my patella. So I'm on my shin bone, right up against the chair. Don't sink out your low back. Square your hips, draw your abdominals up and in. Find the wrap, find the stacking of your shoulders in line with your hips, even though you're on a hinge. And now, point your foot and flex. Don't lift your knee off the chair. This is a lot of glute work. Try to make a straight line from the tip top of your head up through your tailbone. Good. My hands are about midway back on the chair. 1 more. Now, start to lean back a little bit. Let the pedal float to the top and release your foot. Don't release the chair to put your foot up. You always want to hold on to the chair. Now I'm going to press the chair down on my shin bone, right under the patella. I'm going to rest it against the edge of the chair. Wrap my abdominals, pull up and in, wrap my ribs, stack my shoulders over my hips on the hinge, straight line out through the tip top of my head through the tailbone, square up my hips, point the foot, and flex. Lots of glute work. Again, the strings are adjustable in case this isn't working for you. Keep breathing. The first spring I drop is the low spring. Good. We're almost there. From here, we're going to start to lean back, floating the pedal up. Bring my foot up, and then I'm going to release after my foot comes off the pedal. We're going to be doing hamstring one or washerwoman. I'm going to line up so both of my toes are touching the wood. From there, I'm going to walk back. So I'm toe to heel, but my feet are still separated. Slide the other foot back. I'm going to turn my feet up by rotating the femur and the hip socket to a Pilates feet position. Draw up and in, drawing everything towards my midline, wrapping my ribs, wide collarbones, shoulder blades down the back. I'm going to inhale, floating my arms up by my ears. And then I'm going to articulate down with my arms by my ears. I'm going to find the pedal, squeeze my glutes the whole time so that my hips don't pop backwards. We don't want to release. I'm going to press up on the pedal, drawing my ribs towards my hips and lifting. Squeeze my glutes to press my hips forward. And then I'm going to press the pedal down by articulating down. This is a difficult exercise. I'm not releasing the rounding through my spine. I'm just rotating through to get a little bit more articulation. I cannot stress enough how important the squeezing of the glutes is on this, so that you don't go flying all over. Good. Two more. Now stay down at the bottom. Tricep press. We're going to bend our elbows back towards our hips. Bring the pedal up and press it down, pressing our shoulder blades down our back. Increase the curve in your lumbar spine or your low back and low back side. Drawing your ribs through your hips. Drawing your abdominals up and in. Nice wide collarbones. One more. Now, go even deeper in the rounding. Squeeze your glutes. Try not to allow your glutes to move too much. Float back up, arms up to the ceiling, and release down. We're going to do this all with one arm now. Inhale, exhale up to the ceiling. Dive down. We're going to press the pedal down with two arms first. Find that glute squeeze right here, guys. Don't lose it. And press. Now, I'm going to take my left hand, float it a little bit more towards the center, but I have a nice bend in my elbows, so my shoulder's not popping up to my ear. I'm going to reach my right arm out to a T. I'm going to articulate up and round it down, pressing down with the articulation. Using the front and back of my body to press, keeping my shoulder blade down my back. Nice and slow, finding the connection. Try to leave equal weight in between both my feet. Again, guys, if this is too heavy for you with one arm, feel free to change the springs. Here's 9. And here is 10. Place the right hand down. Articulate up with two hands. Squeeze your glutes to the top. We're going to go back in and do the right arm in just a second. And inhale your arms up. Wrap your ribs. Dive down, 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 down. Find the pedal. Press down with two arms through again. I have a nice bend in my elbows so this exercise is so that I can stay nice and wide in the collarbones. Walk your right arm in a little bit. Bring your left arm out to a T. Look down at your thighs. Squeeze, tuck your tail, articulate up. And press down with your abdominals. Try not to pop in your neck. We want to use our abdominals and the wrap around our back to really press down. And inhale, lift. Ooh, I don't know about you guys, but I have a definite shake in my legs. And exhale, really squeeze them through the backside. And squeeze them so your hips don't move. And 9. Try to really square off in your hips and shoulders. Place your left hand down. Walk your right hand back out. Squeeze your glutes. Tuck your tail. Squeeze in on your underarms. And lift. And lower it back down. Good job, guys. We're going to walk around to the back. We're going to do hamstring 1. Or, I'm sorry, hamstring 2. That's from the back. I still do it in a Pilates feet position. You can't see my feet. I am very close to the machine, but when I do it, I don't want to run into the machine. I want to make sure I'm squeezing my glutes, Trying to maintain the same distance between my legs and the back of the chair as there are now. So I'm going to inhale, my arms up, 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 up. Exhale, begin to dive. Keeping my chin off my chest. This requires a tight squeeze of the glutes, right? I'm going to locate the pedal, and I'm going to articulate, press it down. I will achieve a flat back, not on purpose, but with the reach of the pedal. That's just how it goes. Now I'm going to tuck my tail as soon as I can and articulate up. When the pedal comes home, I'm going to inhale, dive, 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 dive. And exhale, lift, 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 lift. I'm really concentrating on my rib to hip connection. We're going to do hamstring two again in a couple minutes, and we're going to be focusing on a different sort of feeling in hamstring two. But here, I really want to find the strength in it. I'm equally weighted on both my feet. I have a nice squeeze of my glutes and bring everything in towards the midline. Wrapping my ribs. And I'm drawing my abdominals up and in. Nice wide shoulder blades, nice wide collarbones. I have a nice bend in my elbows still. Now on this next one, we're going to allow the pedal to come in. Squeeze our glutes strongly, using the support from the front of the body and the back. Pull ourselves up, articulating that vertebra by vertebra. And release it down. Excellent. We're going to be doing some prone work. So I'm going to drop it down to 2 lows. That's 2 ones, because I'm still remembering to tell you. Yes, go me. So anyways, I'm going to come onto the machine, but I'm going to reach down, find the front corners, slide my body down. Everybody's body positioning is different for prone arms. I find that what usually works is your belly button up near the edge. We want our shoulders over our hands. So if you have to slide back or forward, whatever's fine. But from here, I'm going to float it up. So I'm pressing down, my shoulders are rounded here. So if I float the pedal off slightly, I really find a deep connection that I had earlier with the 5-pound weights at the beginning warm-up, where I'm squeezing underneath my arms, I'm wrapping my ribs, I'm drawing my abdominals up and in. Imagine doing swan on the floor, pulling everything together, but really working it out. So from here, I'm going to float my left leg up by doing nothing but squeeze my glutes and hamstrings and lower. And now my right leg. Now when I do this, I shouldn't feel anything shifting in my body except for my thigh coming off the chair. I'm squeezing on the inner thighs. I still have a nice bend in my elbows, so my shoulders, my upper shoulders and neck aren't doing the work. Now both legs lift. Nothing should be happening still. And lower. Shoot energy out of your toes as you lift. Lengthen through those legs. And one more lift. And lower. Now, bend your elbows to the back, fingertips pointing forward. Don't move your upper body. Bend your elbows in for a tricep. Press. And in and press. I'm still squeezing my glutes and hamstrings. If it gets to be too much, flex your feet. Try not to bottom out the pedal. You don't want your body to move. Here's where some of that back work comes in, right? Let's do one more. Hover the pedal. Flex your feet. Bring them into a frog. Now make sure that you have a nice neutral body position and flex, float your feet up and lower. You shouldn't be feeling any shifting in your upper body or in your pelvis. This is all glutes, hamstrings, inner thighs. Good. One more. And now single leg. So let's go left leg and just left leg. Wrap your ribs. Nice long neck, nice long line from the tip top of your head up through your tailbone. One more. No shifting in the front of the hips. And right foot 8. And 7. Keep breathing. 6. Stamp your foot on the ceiling. 5. 4. 3. 2. Final 1. Extend your legs long. Reestablish your body position. Now rotate your fingers so they're pointing in towards the center. Don't slide your hands in, but if you were to slide them together, you would have a diamond with your hands. We're going to do some wide elbow presses. So inhale and exhale. Don't allow anything to shift in your body. Squeeze under your arms. Pull everything out of your neck. Nice long neck. Good. Let's do 2 more. Now, rotate your fingers to face the front. Squeeze down on your elbows. And we're going to swim with just our legs. So inhale and exhale. Slow it down as much as you want. No rocking or shifting your body. Inhale and exhale. Pause, flex your feet, and swim. Inhale. It's probably going to be a little harder to maintain the pedal in the neutral spine. 1 more. Now, walk your right hand in. Bring your left arm out to a T. We're going to be doing single leg arm presses, half as much, right? So I'm going to bend in and pulse, and pulse. 3, 4, don't let your lower body shift. 6, 7, 8, bring the left arm down, walking it a little bit closer to the midline, walk the right arm out, and pulse. Everybody has one side that's weaker than the other. My left side and my lat and tricep significantly weaker. Just warning you for later. Now, as we release the pedal and it presses up, we're going to press back and find our feet on the floor. Find the chair and come up to standing. With the weight on 2 lows, we're going to do the hamstring 2 stretch again. This time what we're really going to feel from it is a nice hamstring stretch. We really want to lean into that, especially with all the lower body, back of the leg work that we just did. So we're going to inhale, arms up, squeeze your glutes. Oh my gosh, right? Sure we have to do that? Exhale. Articulate down, 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 down. It feels great to find that stretch in the low back with the rounding. And inhale to press. Nice stretch in the hamstring. Up, tuck your tail. Articulate up. And inhale. Press and feel the nice stretch in your hamstrings and tuck your tail and lift. And we're going to articulate down as far as we can before we have to go flat back. And then find that tuck again immediately. Nice bend in your elbows. So you're keeping your work as much in your back as you can, not in the front of the body or the neck. Let's do 2 more. I was considering stopping there, but I was like, oh no. 2 more would definitely feel nice. 1 more. Now squeeze your glutes. Begin to float your arms off. Float them towards the ceiling. And lower down. Let's do some top of the chair work. I am going to be doing my chair work facing the side so I have more space for my back. If you are uncomfortable doing the 100 single leg stretch, double leg stretch, and elbow to knee on the top of the chair, please feel free to do them on the floor. Either way, please try to do the hover hold. We're going to be doing a very active recuperation between each exercise. We're going to float our legs up. If you can keep the same position on the floor, that would be great if you're there. Drop your shoulders up and down. Exhale to tuck your tail. Roll back. Leaving your legs at tabletop. Reach your arms long. Reach your legs to working level. Squeeze your glutes and inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice fluid inhale. Nice strong exhale through the mouth as if you're fogging a mirror. Reach your fingertips long. Nice white collarbone. Vigorous palm. Really coming from the triceps. Now flex your feet. As you exhale, see if you can notice your belly button sinking towards your spine. See if you can drop your shoulder blades nice and wide. Don't drop them, I'm sorry, open them. Inhale. Final one, squeeze your glutes. Draw your knees into tabletop. Hold up behind your knees. See if you can rock up to a balanced hold. Active recovery, guys. Another nice breath. And exhale to articulate back down. Legs in tabletop. Reach your arms long. Now extend your left leg. Bring your left arm into the inside of your right knee. Your right hand to the outside of your right ankle. and inhale, exhale, switch. Curl up a little deeper. Leave enough space between your chin and your chest for an egg, an apple, or an orange. On this next one, flex your feet and switch and press through the heel. And see how much energy you can get through the heel. And press. Final set, and then active recovery. Hold on gently behind your knees and articulate up. My fingertips are very gentle. The slightest amount of support. Don't hold on for dear life, right? We want to remain active in our abdominals as we exhale and articulate back down for the double leg stretch. Reach your fingertips towards your ankles. Tuck into a ball. No tucking up your tailbone. No, try to leave your tailbone heavy. And inhale, stretch your arms and your legs. Arms should stay up above your ears. Exhale your arms to a T. And then pull everything back in and inhale. Bring your arms to a T, squeezing under your arms before you pull the legs. Now flex your feet. Sorry, my ring keeps hitting my... I'm in parallel when I press out to turn out. I lost count. One more. Gentle hold behind your knees and articulate up. Last exercise here, guys. We're going to be doing the last 2 exercises of the series of 5 on the floor with our head, neck, and shoulders down. So let's just do this one more time, and then let's move on, right? Drag your belly to your spine, drop your ribs to your hips, articulate down, head your hands, fingers interlace, thumbs long down your neck. Extend your left leg, rotate your underarm towards the right. Don't let your head drop as you articulate. Oh man. One more with pointed feet. Halfway there, flex them and articulate. Don't allow your back hip to float up. Curl a little deeper. Nice wide elbows. Really rest your head in your hands so your abdominals are supporting your head, not your arms. Now hold on gently behind your knees. Articulate up. Nice deep breath and exhale. Float your feet down. Come up to standing. We're going to check on our springs. So what we need is we need 1 medium and 1 light. That's 1, 1, and 1, 2. We're going to be going into some bridging with our feet on the pedal. I'm going to come down to sitting. My head might be out of the frame on this. I apologize if it is. I fiddled with my camera for hours, and this really was just the best I could come up with this situation in my workout room without moving all my equipment. So I'm going to come into a Pilates feet turnout with straight legs. I have a nice neutral spine here. With my legs lifted, it's so much easier to find a nice flat sacrum. I'm going to flip my palms up to the ceiling, but I'm still going to press down with my triceps. From there, I don't want to go like this. I want to make sure that I'm really sinking that 12th rib down to the mat. Now from there, I'm going to pull the pedal down by using my outer glutes. I'm going to maintain that neutral spine, and I'm going to release back up to the straight legs. My heels are slightly hooked over the top, otherwise the pedal's never going to move, right? Again, the weight is adjustable on this. The first thing that I would do is try to drop the low spring. Good. On this next one, stay up at the top, nice straight legs, draw everything in towards the midline. We're going to go into bridging with our feet on the pedal. So really imprint your spine, tuck the tail, and articulate up to your shoulder blades. Really squeeze your glutes and hollow out from hip to hip. Take a look and make sure that you're really hollowed out. Press in through the backs of your arms and articulate back down. And now imprint and articulate up, vertebra by vertebra. Nice lift, nice wide collarbone. Flipping your palms up to the ceiling helps to facilitate nice flat shoulder blades. Articulate down. One more, hold it up there. And from there, we're going to pull the pedal in the bridge and release it back. If this does not work for you, you can keep pulling the pedal with your back flat on the mat. One more. And now, staying up, we're going to float our right leg up, pull it into a frog, extend it, and lower, and switch to the left leg. Float it up and pull. Really squeeze your glutes. Wrap the inside, wrap your ribs. Like if I were to go like this, it would be a plank on my back. So we're still working the back strongly, guys. Make sure your hips are shifting. Good. You'll lift your arms up if you want, and lower. Now articulate down. Now just take your feet, bring them so your heels are underneath your sits bones. Nice flexed feet here as opposed to pointed feet from the turned out exercise. Now we're working in parallel. Flip your arms up towards the ceiling, locate your neutral spine, flat sacrum, and hamstring curl pull. See how low you can get that pedal here. And release, and pull. Again, guys, our knees are tracking over our big toe. We have a perfect number 11 the whole time. Our knees aren't going in or out. Leaving your legs straight. We're going to imprint our spine. Tuck our tail, articulate up. We're going to be doing the same series on this side that we did, just in parallel this time instead of turn out. Articulate back down, hollowing out from hip to hip. Locate neutral, imprint your spine. Tuck your tail and lift. Ooh, my feet always want to go to turn out. Make sure you can lift your hip. Nice, even hip bones. And lower. If you can feel it in your glutes, raise your hand. Tuck your tail and lift. Now stay there. No hamstring curl and lift. Keep that glute squeeze the whole time. Don't let your hips drop to move the pedal. One more. Staying up at the top. Float your right leg up. Pull it into tabletop. Press through the heel and lower. Left leg lift and pull. Wrap your ribs. Abs up and in. Squeeze your glutes and pull. And lower. Lift. One more time on each side. So right lift and pull. And press and lower. Left leg lift and pull and press and lower and articulate back down. Good. We're going to come to our side. Roll up to sitting. We're going to come onto our backs. We're going to be doing a corkscrew series. So I'm going to watch my head as I come down. I'm going to bring my head so it's right up against my wood, right? You can hold on to your pedal. I like to squeeze in on my pedal. I find mine really, or you can squeeze in on the sides of your chair. It's a personal preference at this point. As long as we're squeezing in and really squeezing in on the muscles underneath our arms, I'm happy with whatever you choose to do. Bring your legs up into tabletop. Find a nice neutral spine. Rack it out a little bit to get there. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Don't tuck your legs closer to you. Go straight up so you can maintain that nice neutral spine. We're going to do corkscrew one first. Press in on the chair. So, my hips are going to move, but my legs are going to go to the left. They're going to go down, away from the chair to the right, and back straight up. My legs are rotating because my hips aren't moving as they go right and down and left and up. We're going to start rotating our hips on the next corkscrew we do, but on this one, we're really finding the connection in the neutral spine. My glasses up off my face first, so I can see. From there, I'm going to bring my legs straight up, draw them into a ball. We're going to be doing a reverse ab curl. So press in. Again, just like on the bridge, we're going to find that neutral spine and peel our tailbone off. Really press into the chair to help lift your hips up a little higher and lower back down to neutral. Press into the chair to help lift up higher. Don't swing your legs over your head. The bend in my knee is not changing. Squeeze under the arm. We only have 3 more. If you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, this exercise and the next one will not be for you, nor will a lot of the other exercises we've done in this class, like washerwoman, hamstring, 1 and 2. Feel free to reach out to me for some exercises for osteoporosis and osteopenia on the chair. I'd be happy to comply. From here, we're going to be going into corkscrew 3. I'm pressing on the sides. I'm going to tuck my tail and lift my legs up. I'm going to keep my shoulders square. but I'm going to roll down my left side. I'm still on my left hip. When I come to center at the bottom, both hips are on the mat equally. Then I'm going to rock to my right side, roll up my right side and lift up into the center. Squeezing into the chair the whole time to assist me. Roll down the right side, find square hips in the center, roll up your left side and lift. Just like we did on washerwoman or hamstring, we're going to be using our glutes strongly here to lift. Hollowing out from hip to hip. Articulation just like in bridge and reverse ab curl. All the exercises go together, right? Find the center in the working level like you're in a hundreds position. Roll up the right side and lift. Final one. Roll down the right side. Find square hips in the center and a neutral spine. Roll up the left side and lift. And articulate down through the center. Go ahead and hold on to your knees for just a second. Go ahead and give yourself a nice little rock from side to side. Hold down behind your knees and articulate up. We're going to be doing the push-up series on the chair. Like we were saying earlier about the push-up, when you lifted your arms up when we were in the bridge. Same body position, we're flipping it over. We're taking away some bony landmarks of the entire upper shoulder. We're just going to do this on our hands. If you have wrist problems, feel free not to do this exercise. Now, I'm going to be doing it a little differently because I am constricted by my Cadillac. So I'm going to slide my left hand up to the front, bring my right hand on the pedal towards the front edge as well. Press this forward just a little bit. Now I'm going to come down and I'm going to drop this shoulder, my left shoulder slightly. Because when I'm not dropping my shoulder are automatically off. So I want to square off. Now from there, I'm going to move the pedal by bending my left elbow even more. I'm sorry. We're going to change the spring tension. This is far too heavy. We have two lights. So take that medium off, make it a light. Locate the position one more time. Drop down in the shoulder to make it even. And bend that elbow on the chair and lift. And bend. And lift. One more and hold it. And now bend your pedal arm slightly and pulse. 2, 3, 4. Abs up and in. 5, 6. And straighten up. From there, I'm going to walk in. I'm feeling this strongly across my ribs again, guys. I didn't even cue you to do that because we've been working on it this whole time. We're finding that box the body position, just like we did in the very beginning of class when we were lifting the weights. I'm going to bring my hand down to the floor. Now my left hand's going to come up onto the chair. I'm going to squeeze it. I'm in a Pilates feet, drawing everything towards the midline. I'm going to square up my shoulders again. I'm going to press and lift. And 2, and 3. Now pulse the pedal for 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time you pulse, wrap your ribs a little tighter. Lift it up and walk your feet in with control. Excellent. We're going to come back down onto the floor again. We're going to do jackknife here on the floor, and then we're going to do the other side push-ups. So coming back down, I'm going to find that same position that I just did for corkscrew. Find my head right here in front of the pedal. Squeeze it on the sides. Draw my legs into tabletop first. Extend into my working level. Hinge at the hips. Articulate up. Lifting up just like in corkscrew 3. Not coming up on my neck. Same platform on my shoulder blades. Drop my feet down. And squeeze my glutes to lift. And then since I'm squeezing in on the chair, I can try to extend my legs out further. Just like long stretch. On the reformers, I articulate down and find my way back to working level. Jeez, I'm really sweating. Hinge at the hips and articulate up. And hinge at the hips to pike. Dropping my feet. Squeeze my glutes higher. Now extend your legs away from you. So that you have the support and articulate down, 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 down. Working level. And hinge and lift. And crease at the hips, pike. Don't forget to breathe. And articulate down. And extend. Flex your feet and lift. And articulate. And hinge. And lift. And articulate down. And extend your legs to working level. and up, and lift, and hinge, and lift, and articulate down, and extend your legs away. Nice flat shoulder blades the whole time, guys. They shouldn't be lifting to help you out. You're squeezing under your arms to give you assistance. And articulate, down, down, down. Extend to working level, pull your knees in. Give them a nice hug. Hold on behind your knees. Come to the active rock up, just like we did earlier when we were doing the hundreds and part of the series of 5. We're going to come to the other side. So again, with the constrictions of my equipment, I have to adjust my body slightly. So I'm going to bring my right hand to this front corner, the furthest corner away from me. I'm going to bring my hand to the other place, just right by it. Now, from there, my shoulders are skewed. So I'm going to bend my chair elbow so that I can really line up. I'm squeezing my glutes together. I'm in a Pilates V position. I'm going to bend my right elbow even further to press the pedal down and lift up only as high as my shoulders are square. Keep breathing and press down. And now pulse with the pedal arm. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze your glutes. 4, 5, 6. Nice square shoulders. And come up. Walk in. Release. Now we're going to come down to the second push-up. I'm going to find my left hand on the floor, my right hand on the pedal. This is where it gets embarrassing with my difference in my abilities and my strength. I'm going to squeeze my glutes, draw my abdominals up and in, wrap my ribs, and press and release. Square my shoulders and press. And a pulse with the pedal for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release. Walk it in. Stand up and release the pedal. From there, roll around 2 legs. We're going to come down. We're going to do some swan. So I'm going to find my abdominals or the prone position on the, supine position on the chair, just like I did earlier. I'm going to come down. My belly button's going to come to the front. I'm going to press the pedal down. And I'm going to hover. I'm going to find that nice neutral position. Squeeze into my glutes. Really find that position that we were working on earlier with the arms. I'm going to inhale to float my body up, pressing forward as if I'm a turtle coming out of my shell, and exhale back down in the swan. Inhale, lift. Drawing my abdominals up and in, wrapping my ribs even tighter, and exhale back down. One more. Now this is the position where if you have a split pedal, we're going to go ahead and use it. And if you don't, so press yourself back. If you don't, find a nice stretch that you'd like to do right now. I'm going to take my pull out to split my pedals. We're going to be doing some rotational work here. Bring your belly button to the front of the chair. Again, draw your abdominals up and in, find the neutral spine, hover your pedal, and now just the left arm, rotate to the left with a straight arm, or straight-ish arm and lower. We want to keep the same bend in our elbows so we're seeing underneath our arms. So really squeeze under the arm. Don't allow your pelvis to shift as you rotate and back to center and out to the right. Rotate and back down. And 2. Nice long neck. And 3. And now taking this around the world, we're going to rotate to the left. As soon as we've rotated as much as we can, we're going to press up into a swan in the rotation, come through center, and then we're going to begin to press the left pedal down as we rotate towards the right. As soon as we can't rotate with the straight arms any longer, we're going to start to press the pedal down, allowing our body to come through center naturally. Now lift the pedal on the right and float up through swan, and press the pedal down on the right as you rotate to the left and press down through center. Nice and slow here, guys, to the left, and lift, and center. And then I'm going to rotate to the right, press in the left pedal. I'm going to press down until my opposite pedal reaches down all the way. And now my right arm's going to come up. I'm going to press through center, and to the left, and down. One more to each side. And right, and down, and now to the right. Nice, gentle around the world. Nice squeeze, nice lift, and lower. Now allow the pedal to begin to float up as you press off the back. So you're not pressing into too much of a forced arch. Place your split pedal hold. Back in. From here, we're going to go ahead and work on some scissors. So we're going to come back down. We're going to come down the line in front of the chair. Again, bringing our legs into tabletop. We're going to lift our legs straight into the ceiling. Press in on the pedal. Nice neutral spine. Left leg extends away as right leg comes in and pulse, pulse, and switch, pulse, pulse. All from the abdominals. Don't allow your leg to go down so far that your hips shift on the back. Keep your hips completely evenly weighted. Flex. Good, wrap your ribs. 12 from down. Try to lift your hands up a little higher if you're having trouble finding the neutral spine. Both legs up to the ceiling, point your toes and down, 2, 3, and lift. 2, 3, and down. Nice and slow, and down. One more, point your feet. Good, guys. Go ahead and flex and lower. 2, 3, and up. 2, 3, and down. 2, 3, and lift. 2, 3, one more. 2, 3, and lift. 2, 3, draw your knees in. Hold it gently behind your knees. Active recovery, hold. Drop the shoulders. Go ahead and come up to standing. We're going to go ahead and go around to the back real fast. Then we're going to come to sitting in front of the chair for a little bit of abdominal work. I feel like I thought this was doing this whole time. We're going to bring one spring to high or 3. We're going to take the one that's on the one position still or low and drop it completely off. I'm going to come to sitting. I'm going to be straddling the machine. I'm squeezing in on it with my legs. My feet are flexed. I'm sitting straight up, drawing my abdominals up and in. I'm going to hinge forward slightly to locate the pedal with my arms. Guys, right here, it looks like I'm in a teaser type position. I'm just going to press my arms down and lift. Squeezing under my arms to do that. Nice long neck. And lift up out of your seat. Flex your feet and squeeze your legs down. 2 more. We're going to be using this straight leg arm press on an advanced challenge teaser that we're going to be doing. If you need to modify the teaser, I will tell you how. We're going to come to lying down and extend our legs over the chair. If you're too close, it will be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to roll up into teaser. I cannot roll up into teaser if I'm too close to the machine because my low back is so tight. I'm going to reach my arms up over my head, wrapping my arms. My feet are on the pedal right now and on the chair. Inhale. Exhale to roll up and lift my legs up. I'm going to locate the pedal and 3 tricep presses down. 2, 3. Release the pedal. Release your arms. My feet are already shaking. Tuck your tail. Leave your feet off if you can. If you cannot, lower them down. Inhale your arms around. Woo! Almost didn't make it. And pulse. And press. And press. Float your arms off. Tuck your tail, roll back. Final one, guys. And press 1, 2, 3. Release the pedal. Hold, lift, 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 lift. Tuck your tail and articulate back. And hug your knees into your chest real fast. Extend your legs over the pedal. Pull that right knee into your chest. Give it a nice hug. Don't allow the hip to shift, but give it a nice hug as deep as you can go. Holding on with your left hand on the knee. Don't lift that hip because our foot's on the pedal. But float your knee across towards the midline or across it. Bring your right leg, bring your right arm out to the side to a T. Take your right arm, pull your knee to the side and pull it up and in, but don't shift that hip again. Extend your leg over. It's time for the left leg. Go ahead and pull it in. Go ahead and take it in your right arm, pull it across, but leave that knee on the pedal, okay guys? Now take it in the opposite hand and reach out. Good. Feels nice, right? Good. Pull it back into center, roll to the side, come up to standing. We're going to be doing some standing pumping to prepare us for upside down push-ups and lunges. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to find the chair. I'm going to step both my feet forward again. Come up to standing tall. Just like we prepped for the first one, I'm going to walk both feet back. 1 foot distance. I'm going to place the ball of my foot on the chair. Square my hips up, bring my arms to a T for support. Using my hamstring glutes, I'm going to press down and lift. Don't lean into it. If you're leaning into it, you're going to have a really hard time. And just one more press. Lift the pedal up for a challenge. Rise up to the ball of your feet on both feet to a force arch dendy point position and press. And press. Square your hips. Shoulders over your hips. Squeeze your inner thighs together, drawing everything towards the midline for stabilization. Drop both feet, or both heels. Bring your right foot down. Bring your left foot up to the ball of your foot. Now you know where we're going, right? Arms out to a T. And press. Square your hips. And 2. And 3. Nice long neck. Squeeze underneath your arms. And now, raise up to the balls of both feet. Oop, this is my non-balancey side. And press. Up. Try not to bottom out your pedal like I just did. More inner thighs, more glutes. I'm reminding myself more than you. 1 more. Now, drop both heels. Good. We're going to be doing some crossover pumping. If you have hip problems and or knee problems, so I'm going to line up myself so that my left foot is on the inside of this platform, but my right foot is on the outside. If you have hip or knee problems, line up so both feet are on the inside. So when you bring that foot up, you're not crossing over as much. Okay, but I'm going to come to right here, step one foot distance back, bring my foot up, square off my hips. I'm already feeling a stretch. This is working outside glute, and I'm going to press and release. Don't allow your hips to shift. Press down as if you're pressing down on a ball or a pull. Press up through this leg. Uh-oh, that's 5. Rise up to the balls of both feet and press. This is very hard to bring it across your midline, right? Press down. Your T-arms will offer you a little bit more balance. Squeeze your glutes on your standing leg and your working leg. Now drop both heels. We're going to go to the other side. Again, if you have any knee or hip problems, instead of lining up so that one foot's to the outside of the machine, line up so both feet are lined up with the edge of the machine. So your outside edge of your foot is lined up completely. Otherwise, line up 1 foot out, 1 foot in, step back 1 foot distance, float your left foot up to the side, cross your hips, allow your hips to square off though, and now press and release. Press down on your arms, abs up and in, try not to lean into the pedal, and now float up onto balls of both feet. Uh-oh, this is my non-balancy leg, right? And press, more glutes, more hamstrings if you're having trouble. 3, don't use your weight to move the pedal. And now lower on both sides. Good job, guys. Just want to check my notes real fast to see what I have for the weight. And I have 1 high, 1 medium. That's 1 3 and 1 2. So we're going to leave the high end. We're going to take our strap that's our spring that's not connected and put it on a medium position. to be doing some upside down push-ups, some lunges, and some mountain climbers. Please, at home, take your chair and shove it up against the wall, or you can come right here if you have a Cadillac or a tower so that you're able to hold on to the bars. This is for safety purposes. The first thing I'm going to do for safety purposes is I'm going to go ahead and place my hands on the top of my chair, wrapping my fingers around the edges. I'm going to bring one foot up, press it down, bring the other foot up. I am in a high heel Pilates V position. I'm going to walk my hands to the back corners, wrap my fingers, round up just like I'm in Washerwoman, but my feet are on the pedal. Remember to squeeze my glutes strongly. Lean my weight forward over the chair, and inhale to lift, and exhale to lower. Here's 5. Squeeze underneath your arms. Looking at your thighs the whole time. 2, 3. We have a bunch of upside down push-ups. 4, just as a warning. And 5. Bottom at that pedal. Rotate your body so that your feet are one in front of the other, but turned out into Pilates V position. To the right side, take your left hand, put it on the back right corner. Take your right hand, put it in the middle of the carriage, or the middle of the chair on the side, I'm sorry. Square your hips to the side. Your shoulders should be facing your hands, working our obliques. Inhale, lean over the machine slightly. Exhale, and lift and lower. Don't bottom out and keep your hips square. Inhale, look in at your thighs. Don't allow the pedal to take you away. That's part of the reason we're in front of a wall. One more. Rotate back to the center. Find your hands in the back corners. Feet in Pilates V position again. Lean your body over slightly. Round in position, looking in at your thighs. And inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Slight adjusted. Inhale, lift. Squeezing your glutes. And lift. And lower. And lift. I forget what number we're on. I think that's 5, but we're going to do one more. Now bottom out the pedal. Take your right hand, bring it to the upper left corner where your left hand was. Slide your left hand to the middle of the side. Rotate your feet and hips to the side. Rotate your shoulders towards your hands. Lean slightly over the chair. And inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Look at your thighs the whole time. And inhale. Keep it rounding in your back. And 4. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And 5. Come back to the center. We have one more set of 5. Rotate towards the center. Tuck up and in. Inhale, exhale, and lift. And lower. Here's 2. And 3. Squeeze your glutes for 4. Look in at your thighs, final 1. Squeeze under your arms, best 1. And 5. Bring your feet to parallel, leaving your hands on the chair. We're going to take our right leg first, bring it up on my toes are the back edge. Reach up for the wall in front of you. We're going to do a couple right here for the lunge. We have a straight line from the tip top of our heel up, the tip top of our head out through our tail. I'm on the ball of my foot on my back foot. Inhale, exhale to lunge up. And then I'm going to lower back down till my hips in line with my knee. And squeeze it up. And lower. Reaching out for the wall still for support. Squeeze under your arms. And lower. One more. Now, if you would like a challenge, stack your arms and genie arms coming out of your sternum. And here's 5. And 4. And 3. Nice straight line, still wrap your ribs, abs up and in, squeeze your glutes. Now come back down to the 90-degree position. Stay there and just bend your back leg and straighten for mountain climber. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8. Feel that wrap all the way to your back. Lower it down. Find the chair. Take your right foot off. Find the pedal. And now your left foot's going to find the pedal. Don't forget it is an option to keep your hands on the wall the whole time for support. Bring your hands up. Squeeze your glutes and hamstrings. You're hinged forward in a straight line from your head coming out through your tailbone and lower. On the ball of your right foot. Wrap your ribs up and in. I don't burn as many calories doing anything else as I do on the chair, not on the jump board or anything. I have no idea why. Now, guys, your option is for the genie arms. Try to switch which arms on top and make the arms come out of your sternum. Woo. Press in through your heel on your standing leg. One more. Make sure that you're not coming past that knee to hip connection and you're not dipping one lower than the other. So we're going to come down, stay there, and bend your right leg and straighten for mountain climber. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze the glutes and 1. Lower it down. Find the chair. Step off your pedal with your left foot. Leave your hands on your chair as you float the pedal up. Go ahead and come up. We're going to shake out our legs real fast. And we're going to do some high frogs in just a minute. Okay, guys. We gotta find the pedal one more time. Some nice high frogs. It is part of the upside down push-up series, but we were there for quite a while, right? See if you can bring your other foot up to the pedal first and press. Now, come to Pilates V position first on your heels. Walk your hands to the back. Round it up and in. Lean over your pedal, tug, and lift. And now bend your knees and straighten for high frog. Keeping the nice curve in your low back. So you push down, and then upside down push up. And now you're working the frog in and out. Now, just rotate your feet to parallel, and bend it parallel and straighten. More like a donkey kick, or you might call it parallel frog. Lift up higher, don't lose your lift. Really widen your hips. Now press it down. Walk your hands back, but don't lift off yet. Walk one foot off the pedal. Float the pedal up. Take your foot off. And go ahead and release your hands. Good job so far, guys. We're going to go ahead and end class with some cat-cow variation and kneeling mermaid. So we're going to come to the back. We're going to drop the one medium spring. We're just going to keep one high on. We're going to go to a mermaid on one side, come through the center for cat-cow, the mermaid on the other side of it again. So the trick is to really squeeze your glutes to open up your psoas. This should feel pretty nice after the forward lunge and mountain climber work. It's a nice release, so squeeze, open up, draw your dumbbells up and in, stack your shoulders over your hips over your knees. I have my feet together in the back, my heels are squeezing together. It's easier for me to find a nice inner thigh connection here, a nice openness in the hips. Bring your arms out to a T, squeeze down under your arms. Float your arm down as you lean. Find the pedal, press down with your underarm, down your ribs, and lean over, up and over. You're not bending in. Imagine you're bending over a barrel. Come back up, float your hand back up. Locate the pedal, press down with your underarm, and reach. And back up, and back through center. One more. And up, and reach. Now we're just going to rotate to the center. You'll find the perfect position. Sometimes I'm too close, sometimes I'm too far. I wish I could tell you where the perfect position is. It's almost, I really couldn't tell you. You'll have to find it for your body based on the length of your torso. We're going to inhale our arms up. We're going to dive down. Locating the pedal, squeezing our glutes. Now, press down with your underarm. I can already tell you that I'm a little too close. I feel too contracted. I can't find a nice articulation. And there I go. I have a nice squeeze in my glutes as I press down. And I lift. Find a nice movement in my spine. My chin's not crunching my chest, but I feel a nice articulation. On this next one, we're going to float the pedal up, squeeze our glutes, trying to leave our shins in the mat, float our arms up, and to the side, and lower it. Great job, guys. Final side for the mermaid. Squeeze your glutes, stack your shoulders over your hips over your knees. Your shins are pressing into the mat, arms in a T, pressing down. Reach up, squeeze under your arm, press the pedal down, and reach over. Again, like with everything else, the one-sided work, the pedal weight is optional. Go ahead and feel free to drop it down to a medium. Nice, bend up and over a barrel or a ball. One more. Guys, let's go ahead and sit on the floor real fast. Let's go ahead and take a nice inhale up. Extend up to the ceiling, nice chest opener, not really a back bend, just nice chest opener, and exhale down. Let's do one more. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry I forgot to mention the spring change in the middle there. My mistake completely. If you need any modifications or have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day and I have a great time. Thank you.